Hey everybody, Debbie here. I wanted to show you the planner that I've been working from. I love working with paper planners. It's just a good place for me to keep all of my things together. I needed something that was professional for my job, but then also something that had enough room to plan in my business. I have a business called Lake House Soapery. I'll probably cross post this on my crafting channel and my soaping channel, but I just kind of wanted to give you guys an idea of what planner I've been working with. I find it really hard to work out of two different planners. It just didn't make sense to me, so I switched over to this one in July, and this one is called the Get to Work book. There's several different unboxings, but I don't really see many folks using this on YouTube and kind of doing flip throughs or anything like that with. So I just figured I would show you what I have here, just if you're interested in seeing it. So it comes in two different options. I opted with this option with the black, and I don't know if you can see it or not. It's kind of, oh there, it's got like an embossed big giant check mark and Get to Work book. There's lots of unboxing videos that you, I'm sure, could find. If I can find one of my favorite ones, I'll link it down below. But it's basically it's a really sturdy planner. This is like a really thick chipboard cover. I've been carrying it around in my bag. I got this almost the second to last week in June, and been carrying it around in my bag, and it's taken the rough and tumble. I'm not careful with it at all. I carry it around to all my meetings every day, and it's up on my desk every day, and I work in it. So this is what it looks like on the inside. The gal that does this planner has some great videos on it too. Again, I'm not going to go through everything in the planner, but I just kind of wanted to tell you how I was using it. Let me scoot this up a little bit here. So this front section is a reflection section. Like this one's last month wins, still in progress, to let go of, to complete, to work on, to think on. I'm not necessarily using it like it's meant. I had a wedding. My son just got married this past weekend, and there were some things that I needed to make sure that were like top priority items. So a dress and shoes, jewelry, hair, gift, etc. So that was kind of like my task list to make sure that I got them all checked off, which I did, but it was the last minute, so I didn't check them all off. And then this is an event that I had, and again, just big tasks that I knew I wanted to check off. And then for my small business, my soap shop, these are just little post-its that I've written on of items that I want to do or to make, some bars of soap that I want to make. And if I have an idea of like the name that I want to call it, I want to call a soap No Wake Zone. I want to do one that is a winery theme because we have a winery here, something that's an island house theme for a bar that we have here in our brewery. So I just kind of stick these on the tab, and they're on post-it so I can move them around, and I'll show you what I do with the post-its later on. But the dividers have this really nice grid sheet on it, and then this is what they look like on the inside. These arrows are the washi tape that she offers in her shop, and I just peeled it off and put it on there. I don't do a lot of planning on this. This is just a basic overview for me to be able to see at a glance what I have going on. And the job that I work in, I take a lot of, we call it on-call status, and there's a lot of different kinds of call. There's administrative call and weekly call and our officer of the day call, and these are all very important for me from a personal perspective. I know that on these particular weeks that I have these kinds of call going on, that I might get home from work later, I might have to go in earlier, etc. So those are really important for me to know. And these just represent days that I was out of the office or planned days, or whatever that looks like. And then this is what I use the inside for. See if I can maybe pull this in a little straighter here. Again, here I'll show you a month that doesn't have anything on it. So there's an October, and these are action items for the week, and then you have just like a really blank canvas to work from. And this was the first week that I started to use it. And my planner, I more or less use like a checklist. And as long as I get that items completed somewhere during the week, I'm probably in good shape. And then I repeat the times that I have call up on the top, or at least that's what I started to do here. Again, those are important and I need to keep track of them. I originally thought I would highlight when I got things done, but I just didn't like the way that looked, so I stopped doing that. This week, it kind of was working a little bit better for me, trying to get used to it. I wanted to start using these. I have 3 meetings that repeat every week, and I need to talk about different topics during each one of those meetings. So like the first one is our staff meeting, the second one is a meeting with our coordinators, and now I'm using this third one as a manager meeting notes. I guess I didn't get that one written in yet. Yeah, there. And then as I think about topics that I want to discuss, those go in here. And then if I have notes from each of the meetings, then those notes go down at the bottom so I can quickly find them and reference them. So this week was another reflection of that setup. I was out of the office for a partial day that day, and then on a Saturday I knew I had a block of time that I needed to make sure that nothing else got blocked for, so I put that in here. Again, to-do sections. I'm putting my important things that I have to complete on a particular day up at the top, and that kind of, I draw more attention to it there. And then I'm marking down my call along the very top so I can see that first thing. And then here it is again, just trying to get moved in a little bit more. My call responsibilities, so my officer of the day call, my administrative call, weekly call. I was out, Saturday I had different things that were going on, so the different blocks of time, I knew I could not fit another thing in. On this Saturday I was completely blocked with personal fun things. Again, my notes, if I had any, for the upcoming meetings, and my important things that I had to get completed. The colored dots are my early morning meetings that I have to attend. Sometimes if I don't look at my schedule a day in advance on my computer, I miss or am late for early morning meetings, which is never good, and then I'm rushing in. It doesn't look professional, so I just put a little color dot in there, and this tells me that I have a meeting that's early morning, so either 6 or 6:30 depending. Sometimes it's dueling meetings depending, but that's what those colored dots are for. There's another one that I had a meeting for. And just, again, places that for me to write my checklist down, and like I said, as long as I get them completed during the week, I'm fine. And I like to put the little check boxes because it gives me a good sense of accomplishment to go in and like check them off. So here we are. This is, here we go. This is the week that we're in. It was a really busy work week, and I didn't get some of my things carried over, so I need to go back tomorrow, Monday, and make sure that I'm checking off my items so I can get those completed. And yeah, that's how I'm using the Get to Work book for the weekly. It's got a really nice sturdy bookmark here, and that comes in really handy. And then the transition to the new month. I'm using these for project pages, be it work or my business. And I was doing a product launch for some soaps that are going to be put in a store, and they're there now. Yay, me! But these were all the larger things that I wanted to do, like the inventory that I wanted to make available. Smaller project like putting business cards together and making the product bags. I knew I had to set up a display and then take some pictures of it, and then I want to launch everything on social media, so getting that down there so I can keep track of when and where. And then I had the wrappers that I put them in. I had to design a wrap and then actually wrap them, so I was able to do that. And then this is what I was showing with those Post-its earlier. If I have an idea for a product that I want to make, I put it on the post-it. When I start to work on it, I move the post-it over, and then just kind of depending, I try to YouTube video a lot of my things so that I can share them with everybody. And I know that I need to upload those videos, post pictures, post in Instagram or Facebook, get them entered into my store that I have on my website, and then wrap the products. So these are just my little reminders to do each step for each one of those. And when you make handmade soap, it has to have a cure time, so knowing the date that you made it is really important. So I put those dates in there as well. And then again, these are just some different ideas that I have for craft fairs coming up, and then for my business, some things that I want to try to launch and do. There again, it's just another overview of my call commitments, that every other week like that, and knowing which weeks are important. I can plan ahead with my early morning meetings and the things that are important with deadlines. And then the center of each one of the months, or like the new section going into each one of the months, she has these really thick, sturdy chipboard tear aparts that you can take out. It's got your month at a glance, but they're meant to come out if you want them to, and then you could frame them and put them in your workstation if you want it to. I'm left them in so I could do this video, so that you could see what they look like inside of the planner, but I'm actually going to go through and take all of mine out. I just don't need the extra bulk in it, given that I carry it around from meeting place to meeting place. So anyway, I thought you guys might enjoy seeing how I'm using my Get to Work book. The back section here, the one thing, this planner doesn't have any pockets in it, which is fine. I don't really need to put a lot in it, but I keep some of my stickers for my meetings here tagged off in the back, and then there's some extra project sheets that are in here. Where are those at? These are the to-dos, but the project sheets are, yeah, they're right up in the back here. And so I have some other things in mind that I'm going to want to do with these. You can get these separate if you want more of them, but she gives you quite a few in here to use to kind of see if you like them. And then I use this just for notes that I know I need to reference for large work projects that I have coming up, so I can easily turn to these pages and reference that information if I need to. So that's it. That's how I'm using my Get to Work notebook. I love it. It's, like I said, it's really sturdy. The rings are really nice. There's no issues with using it. The pages are really smooth. It's nice to write on. I love that it's made from 100% recycled products. And yeah, I couldn't be more pleased with it. I'm a big paper planner, and this one right now is really meeting my need. So again, I just thought you would enjoy taking a peek at how it's being used, since I don't see a lot of those videos on YouTube. Alright, if you have any questions, just mark them down below, and I'm happy to answer any of those for you. Alright, take care. Bye.